Hey, what's up guys? Coach Baby Bear here. Just wanted to hop on here real quick to kind of explain a little bit more about my stance on debt and why I always carry debt with me, okay? Now, there's two camps of people when it comes to debt. There's one camp of people where they say debt is of the devil and, you know, the debtor, the person is slave to the debtor. And there's another camp of people where they say, I'll just put everything on my credit card. Consumer debt, you know, buying debt for clothes, cars, toys, things that you could pay with cash, but you put on a credit card. I think both camps of people are wrong. And here's what I mean. If you have something that's going to improve your health, your wealth, or your relationships, and you know that you're going to get an ROI on it, I see no problem with you going into debt or pulling out a credit card to pay for that service so you can have it right now and start making changes right away. I don't agree with you using credit cards when it comes to consumer things, right? The toys, the clothes, and the cars. That stuff won't give you an ROI. It may make you feel good and you may want it right away, you may want it right now, but it's not going to give you an ROI. So I'm going to use my own story. I'm going to use two stories of myself for an example. So my entire life I was raised in a home where don't ever go into debt. Debt is dangerous. Debt is bad. Credit card's bad, right? And I was trying to build muscle. I was trying to get stronger. I was trying to put on size. And over 2 years, I spent over $3,000 on ebooks, on programs, on personal trainers, on supplements, on gimmicks, on home workout programs, all of these things that didn't work. $3,000 over 2 years on things that didn't work. It wasn't until I actually hired a coach and I paid him $1,000 is when I saw rapid progress. Now, at the time, I couldn't pay $1,000 up front. I had to use a little bit of my tax return and I had to open up a credit card to pay for him. But I understood the value of having a coach, and he was kind of my last resort. He was like my last chance before I gave up on this whole fitness thing. Rapid progress right away. So $1,000 on debt, in debt to see a rapid ROI versus $3,000 over 2 years on things that didn't work. You tell me what's more valuable. From there, I went and I invested in several strength seminars, muscle building workshops, nutrition seminars, mobility seminars. I was dropping money and going into debt to learn more and to have more knowledge. So A, I could improve my own self, and B, I could then take that knowledge and help other people, okay? Now, I'm not saying go into debt with things that's going to give you an insane payment every single month. That's not smart, right? You want to be smart and use debt to start something that's going to help your life, transform your life right now as opposed to transforming it later, okay? I'll use another example. When I was growing my business, I've hired several business coaches, social media coaches, financial services, and each person, I put them on my business credit card because I understood that in order to get an ROI with them, I had to actually start with them. I wouldn't see the value and I wouldn't see progress until I actually got started. So what I did is I put their services on my business credit card. When I had my ROI, I paid the credit card off. Hired another person to help to give me services, got an ROI, paid it off. Okay, it's like clockwork. That's why debt is okay. It's okay if it's going to change your life and you know it's going to give you an ROI, there's no problem with that. You can always pay it off later. Money is in abundance, right? People act like money is scarce. But dude, what are you getting every 2 weeks? You're getting a paycheck every 2 weeks, right? Money is not scarce, right? So now, one other thing that I want to just talk about is, let's say I'm going to hire a business coach who costs $2,000, okay? And that business coach, $2,000, instead of putting him on a credit card because debt is evil or whatever, I say, all right, I'm just going to save up and pay the $2,000 later. That never happens. That's never going to happen, okay? I will bet my entire life savings that will never happen, okay? I've seen it happen time and time and time again where even people, when they want to start my program, they say, "Oh, I'll save up and I'll join later." Joining later never happens because life happens. You forget your goals, you forget what you're saving for, an emergency comes up, and you use your money to pay for that. And so that time never comes around. You're stuck in the same spot that you were before 6 months, 12 months ago, and you haven't made any progress. Otherwise, if you were to just put that on a credit card and just pay it off every single month, 6 months, 12 months down the road, look where you are now, right? You've made tremendous progress. You changed your life. Changing your life for the long run, it to me is way worth it for a couple grand in debt, okay? One other thing I want to mention, and I'll log off here, is when you go into a hospice, I don't know if you've ever been to a hospice, but if you're going to a hospice, what do you see in people's eyes? Nothing but regret. Nothing but regret, okay? The people who are in hospices always are regretting the fact that they couldn't have been more in their life. Oh, I totally missed out on doing this. I could have done this. I've always wanted to do this, but I was too scared to do it. And now here I am on my deathbed, and I'm regretting the decision not to do it. Okay, do you really want that to be you? I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. Life is meant to be lived. And if just taking out a mere credit card just to cover your upfront cost to change your life, and you know you're going to pay it off later, that seems worth it to me. Okay, hate to go a little emotional, hate to go all scary on you, but just I want to make it very clear that debt is not bad. Debt is bad if you're using it on things that don't give you an ROI. But if putting something on a credit card is the difference between you staying stuck in your life and you actually changing your life, I say go for it, man. Okay, just wanted to mention that, and we'll log out and we'll talk to you guys later.